All right, welcome to another free video lesson. My name is Tim Sykes. In the last one, we showed you exactly how to profit with some patterns and some trade setups that I have profited and my students have profited off of. Now it's time to get to some rules. We're all building up to video lesson number 7, where I'm going to show you something I have never shown anybody before. But first, you need to learn some basic rules. So this is a huge one. Don't overtrade. And it's tough to teach this because you want to make money, I want to make money. Trust me, I've had several instances over my decade-long career where I've made $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 in a day, and that feels great. Let me tell you, okay? There's a high that comes with it. I like to spend the money that I make, not all of it. I'm still a multimillionaire many times over, even after taxes. But I do like good sushi. I like to travel. Remember, I was overseas in 2010. I lived in Greece, Italy, and the Maldives for the vast majority of the year, and I still made over $1 million. So the reason why I'm saying this is don't overtrade is because you need to focus on the great trades only. And we've gone over what patterns I look for. I look for breakouts, I look for breakdowns, I do my fundamental and technical analysis, but most of the time there's not going to be a great trade. Some of my best students, this guy Eric Wood, he plays golf and he drinks most of the time, the vast majority of his life, and he'll agree with this. And he made over $250,000 last year. Fantastic. And he had never traded before. This was like his first year of really trading. And, he wanted to trade every single day. And unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you look at it, the great trades only come about every few days, or sometimes even every few weeks in the slow season in the summer. And that's great, okay? You need to look at this as a good thing. I know that you want to learn and you want to trade every single day and you want to get better. But sometimes the best trade is not making one. And so when you focus on great trades only, you start building your profits day by day, week by week. And you don't take bad trades, because bad trades, even if you win on a bad trade, sometimes people say, oh, I'm going to bet on Cisco's earnings before the conference call. I think they're going to be good. I have a good feeling. And I'm like, don't do that. Focus on good trades. You're playing a guessing game. Don't give in to gambling. And they say, you know what? I don't care, Tim. Let me just try this. Let me learn. And sometimes they win. And then they're like, ha, Tim, I made $500. Told you so. Well, yeah, you can make money gambling every now and then, but over time, it's not going to add up. There aren't many multi-millionaire traders because most traders lose. Because you have a win every now and then. It's like a slot machine. This is why casinos are so profitable. People don't realize it. People are not good with math. And I'm telling you, I am preaching, I am pleading with you. Over 12 years of trading has taught me you need to focus on only the best trades, because even then you might lose. I only win about 75, 80% of the time. I don't win 100% of the time. But by focusing on these good trades, even if I am wrong sometimes, it's only going to be the 10 or 20% of the time that I'm wrong. It's really interesting to think about. Let me go over a chart. So this is SPAH. I talked about this in previous videos where I was betting against this because I don't think that this company is good. It basically went up from 10 cents to 80 cents in 4 days. Each one of these represents one day. It went up 800% in 4 days because there were millions upon millions of emails being sent out. And eventually, those emails stopped because, someone's paying for those emails. So I started betting against this at 76 cents. I covered some at 56, made basically $2,700 in a few hours. I also shorted here in the 50s and covered in the 40s, then again in the 40s and covered in the 30s. Altogether, I made over $10,000 personally on this stock, and this is in a few days. My students made over $50,000. This is a great trading setup because this is not a good company and it is up for the wrong reasons, okay? Compare this to a very popularly debated stock, Sirius XM satellite radio. These radios are in millions of cars. Millions of people use this product every single second of the day. And this is not just a 1 month chart like that other one. This is a 1 year chart. And in 1 year, the stock has gone from 175 to like 180 for an entire year. And yes, it was up for a little bit. And so you could have made 20% on your money, and then you would have been down about 20% on your money. But overall, you're flat. And this is a stock that's debated on CNBC Daily, Wall Street Journal, Bloomberg, CNN, Market Watch. Every single news media outlet in finance talks about Sirius satellite radio. You have analysts upgrading it and downgrading it. It's all BS. It doesn't matter, okay? It's a guessing game. There's too many people playing it. You have no edge whatsoever. It's not a great trading setup. I know people love trying to scalp this, and they're like, oh, I made 5 cents today trading Sirius satellite radio. And the next day they lose 10 cents, and they don't talk about it because they're embarrassed. Well, guess what? I don't want you to be embarrassed. I want you to become a millionaire. So focus on the best trading setups, and this is very difficult to do. It might sound easy. Oh, sure, Tim. Okay, let me just focus on the best trading setups. Well, it's not that easy. When you start making a lot of money, you want it more and more. Okay, greed feeds itself, and you need to try and control your greed. It's a good problem to have. This isn't like, some degenerate broke person begging for money. Like, if you focus on these good trades, you're going to start making hundreds of dollars in a day, thousands of dollars, sometimes even tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars in a day. And then you're going to have to learn how to control that. And I'll teach you, because this is what the best part of my trading strategy is. You can live and enjoy life when there's no great trade. Okay? In my next video, I'm going to talk about how to build a watch list and how you can just spend 5 minutes, 30 minutes, sometimes an hour a night or in the morning, whenever you like, and you see, are there any great trades today? If there's no great trades, guess what? Take the day off. Go spend time with your friends, with your family, with your son, with your daughter, with your parents. Go knit a sweater, go play golf, go drink, go to the beach. Do whatever you love to do. But this is the beautiful thing, and it's important. So it's not only good to get out of the house and to, go and enjoy life and not look at the markets every second, but it's also, this is how you become a multimillionaire. And I learned this the hard way, I've gone through a lot of stages. I was a millionaire at 22, so I definitely know how to make money, but then keeping that money is a different art, and now I can teach both. So you need to ignore the financial media. I'm sorry, but it's true. All of those outlets that I talked about, they're getting you addicted to news and to stocks because they want your participation every single day. CNBC makes over $500 million a year because so many idiots, truly idiots, are tuned in every single day looking for the next hot stock, looking for the breaking news, looking for the latest earnings play, listening to Cramer. Cramer is only right about 30 or 40% of the time. Okay, his ratings are way down. If you Google any of his newsletters, they're terrible, terrible reviews because he just picks so many stocks, there's no way to win. But he's winning. He's personally winning. He's personally making millions of dollars a year because he has this huge audience. And he says, look, the stock market is great. There's no way to really get rich, but you can invest and you can beat the S&P 500 and maybe you can make 15 or 20% a year. To a lot of people, that's good. I think that's terrible, okay? You need to resist the urge to gamble. You need to resist stocks like Sirius Satellite Radio and Cisco and GE and Bank of America and all the most popular stocks that everyone is talking about. I know it's fun. I know it's fun to guess, oh, will Bank of America survive? Will Sirius Satellite Radio beat their earnings expectations? Those are guessing games, okay? Even if you win once or twice, you're going to lose out in the end. You will not become a multimillionaire. I promise you that. Sometimes you'll get lucky, but that's not the way to riches. And also, you're going to be dependent. You're going to always be dependent on news and CNBC and Cramer and stuff like that. You don't need to be dependent. I want to teach you to be self-sufficient. So I want you to follow my time-tested rules and the profits will come. Trust me, okay? It's really pretty amazing. And I know some of you, you're probably like, oh, he's lying, he's full of BS. No, okay? I'm not on TV. I don't have any big-time website. I have a few thousand students in over 60 countries, and it's growing fast because my students make money time and again. You can see them all posted all over the internet. I have several students making 5 figures a year and several students even making 6 figures a year, and they're not trading full-time. In the grand scale of trading, people are like, oh, Tim, sure, your people make, a few $100,000 a year. Talk to me when they make like 10 million a year. Well, my strategy is the low-hanging fruit, so I don't have those big gains. But guess what? A few $100,000 a year or a few $1 million a year when you really become good, that's enough for a lot of people, and that's good money. And you get to live life also. That's the beautiful thing. I know a lot of people who make $1 million a year, and they are slaves, and they are barely alive, and it can never end, and they're just trying to save up enough money so that they can get out of it. And meanwhile, they're risking their heart attacks, their friends hate them, their family hates them, and they're not living life the way it should be. With my strategy, you can live life and you can profit. It's kind of cool. So stay tuned for my next video where I am going to go into how to build a daily watch list, how to look for these great trading setups. It's really not that complicated, but like everything else with my trading, you need to understand the rules. Sign up for my silver subscription. If you don't want to make a watch list every day, guess what? I do it for you. So you can either be self-sufficient or lazy. But either way, you're going to learn exactly what stocks to trade and how to trade them, because when you follow the rules and you don't gamble and you ignore what most people are doing, you can really profit. So stay tuned for my next video. Thank you guys again. I love doing this. I just love it.